from the Rindal Parish, they have listed Daughters of Jacob at Julie Hart's home this evening at 6:30. And on Wednesday at 10 o'clock in the morning, Gary Circle and Quilting. 6:30, Christmas caroling. They're to meet at Ness. 7 o'clock, Gary Council meeting. And also 7 o'clock, Faubourg's evening Bible study with a potluck. And that will have group leading the Bible study. And for many of the other churches, I know many things took place over the weekend, including the concert at Faubourg yesterday, which was very good. It wasn't attended by a huge number of people, probably because of the weather. And several churches had their programs yesterday. For Resurrection Free, they had Bible study this morning. Tomorrow at 9, they have women's Bible study, and 7 p.m. women's Christmas party. And Wednesday, their usual activities. Hope Evangelical lists Wednesday their Awana caroling, 6 to 7:30, and youth group at 7. And their Sunday school Christmas program is also next week at 4 o'clock, church. And I guess check for any others in your newsletters or your bulletins if I have missed any church-related announcements. And we have an ECFE holiday happenings for early childhood this evening at 6:30 in the school lunchroom. It's for families with children from birth to 5 years old, and parents join in this holiday event with Santa and Mrs. Claus. They'll get to do some different activities, and they can also donate to the ECI Splash Pad project. Don't think they usually have an actual admission charge. Sometimes they have that for families. A sign-making class is coming up with the ag teacher, Whitney Rufrich, and that is on December 20th, 6 o'clock. There's a cost of $25 or more depending upon the size of the sign. And you do need to pre-register and have a $20 deposit. It's limited to 15 people. From the school, we have had a lot of activities over the weekend. On Friday evening, we had ball games, and 7th and 8th grade played against Red Lake Falls, and the 7th grade won 34-15. The 8th grade lost 16-36. They just couldn't get anything going that day. And JV and varsity played Norman County East, Yule, and Hitterdal. JV lost 22-48. Varsity won 53-34, and we did have a number of players that scored. I didn't get the stats on it, but I know we had a fairly good group of players scoring since we had 53 points. Then the boys had their second and third part of their holiday tournament in Thief River. On Friday evening, they played Cass Lake and lost 66-77, which is actually pretty good against that team. And we had John Larson with 13 points, 12 rebounds, a steal, and 3 out of 4 for his free throws. Ethan McCullum had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. Dylan Sanis had 14 points, and I know some of those were three-pointers. Vincent Benish had 8, and then several others also scored. And, of course, from Cass Lake, they had several that were in double figures. Saturday, they played, I believe, Stephen Argyle and lost 38-60. And I did not get any more stats on that. As far as anything now, this week we have junior high choir meeting this week. I think the choir concert is set for Thursday evening, the 15th, at 7:30 in the old gym. And we do have a lot of different activities going on tonight and tomorrow. The 7th and 8th grade girls have a game at Bagley today, and I've mentioned the ECFE family holiday happenings. Tomorrow we have a girls and boys doubleheader at Climax Fisher, and JV, both of them are playing at 4:30, and varsity then would be at approximately 6. And there's both boys and girls varsity. So the girls are at 6, the boys are approximately 7:30. There also is a C team, and that is listed for 5:30. So they're going to have a lot of games tomorrow evening. It's also the school board meeting tomorrow night, and I think that's when the outgoing school board members will be recognized during or prior to the meeting, and that's Dennis Hansen and Mr. Stromstad. There's also wrestling tomorrow night, and that is a varsity triangular versus Grafton. It is at Fertile. And on Thursday, then, as I mentioned, we have the choir concert. And I think that covers some of the activities anyway for this next couple days. And as far as anything else from school, the seniors are to get their pictures and baby pictures to Mrs. Steeney, and they need them at least in December or early in January. A Knowledge Bowl will have a schedule of practice, and that is next Thursday. And there are after-school specials on the 15th, 3rd, and 5th grade bowling in Ada. YBA practice will be on Saturdays again. This month is the last month to order yearbooks. They're not guaranteed in May, and they are $50 now. We will now go back to KROX for a word from our sponsors.
You want to be seen when it works with your schedule, and you want to stay close to home for the care you need. At All True, they've been working harder than ever to bring convenient care to you. All True Clinic in Crookston is expanding, renovating, and building for the future. All True will soon offer Crookston and the surrounding communities radiology services to include CT, mammography, and ultrasound, same-day procedures, and an operating room, and more specialized care options. Convenient care on your schedule at All True Clinic in Crookston. At All True, they know you well.
Now back to Sonora.
Okay, the Polk County Public Health has foot clinic tomorrow morning in the Crookston Golden Link starting at 8:30. Their Public Health Service Day in their Crookston office from 3 to 5:30. And on Wednesday, they'll be in East Grand Forks for a foot clinic starting at 8 at the Senior Center, and their Public Health Service Day in their office from 3 to 4:30. Thursday, they'll be in McIntosh starting at 9. The library is closed today, and as far as anything this week, on Wednesday, there's early out movie starting at 3 o'clock and adult coloring at 5:30. The clinic today has Clausen, and tomorrow, K.E. Ring. The bus is listing that Tri-Valley is going to be taking rides for the holiday train that is in Thief River, actually this evening, and it's from 7:45 to 8:15. There's a $10 round trip for surrounding counties, $2 for those in Thief River that want to be picked up and brought to the location of the holiday train. And people are asked to bring a canned item to donate to a local food shelf. And the food shelf in Fertile will be open again next week. They should have been at least last Wednesday and then the 21st. And the bus schedule was listing Grand Forks for today and Mahnomen for tomorrow. They've changed their schedule so they don't have the cities that they are traveling through on their sheets. The American Legion is having a Christmas party Tuesday the 20th, 6 o'clock at Erickson Smokehouse. Hopefully people attended the taco Buffet fundraiser yesterday at Side Street. We have birthdays for today of Becky Tucker, Jacob Fjeld, Mark Morvig, Leanne Sanis, Ty Domeyer, Corbin French, and Richard Nilsson. And tomorrow we have Savannah Lulick, Teresa Billing, Bonnie Mimey, Tammy Stowe, Cody Benson, Tucker Bolstead, Reed Hagen, Richard Leiser. And anniversaries for Mike and Karen Norland, Crystal and Brandon Trandy, Ryan and Amy Olson. That will complete our news until tomorrow, and have a good day.